Starting up a new journey, it's like opening up a door into a new room that you have never been into. It's just like meeting new people that you have never expected to meet, leaving our comfort zones to go pursue things that we're not even sure is going to make sense or not. But then we decide to do it, and that is the first step to doing great things, I would say. But along the line, we tend to feel a certain type of way. We start telling ourselves that we can't, or that we have a lot of flaws, and because of that, we can't continue doing what we're doing. And the next thing is that we start thinking about stopping this new venture that we're so happy to start. And yes, I'm talking about self-doubt. Even as a creator, I experience self-doubt, and it comes in many ways. And the first of them is definitely thinking that I'm making a whole lot of mistakes. Starting off content creation, I felt maybe I was ready for it. Then when you go in, you start seeing low views and no subscriber or low subscriber count, and even the watch hour is not appealing. Then you start thinking, perhaps I'm making a mistake, perhaps I'm not doing something right. It's always you thinking that you are not good enough. Whenever I feel this type of way and I feel like I'm making a mistake and I'm not doing something right, I spend hours scrolling on social media. I mean, if you can relate to this, you can actually tell us in the comment section, because yes, I feel this type of way. I keep on scrolling on social media. I'll scroll on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, Pinterest. I literally scroll everywhere, searching for answers, searching for why I'm not getting views. So what really are you doing bad? No, I don't feel like we are doing anything bad. I feel like we're not giving ourselves enough credit for the path that we've taken. Because most of us are starting some of these things newly, and we're just venturing into these paths like for the first time. So it can get really hard. So instead of telling yourself or just hitting yourself every time that you're making mistakes, why don't we pamper ourselves and tell ourselves that we are getting better at every move? Okay? So I feel like that is something, that is a way that we usually would feel self-doubt. And sometimes you just feel like we're not good enough. Sometimes we are making vlogs or we are teaching people and we feel like, am I even good at this thing? Like, do I even know what I'm saying? Or am I just giving people a load of unbenefiting advices? It's like, what am I even doing? Do I even know what I'm doing? Am I even perfect myself? But the truth is that, do we really need to be perfect? So the question boils at, do we really need to be perfect before we can start creating content, or before we can start teaching people? We can even tell our experiences from there. So what is holding us back? It's just because the singular numbers that we look at that don't fit into the big numbers that YouTube has really takes us down, and we start thinking that maybe we are not good enough. But no, we are actually so good. We're better than we actually think. And it's time to overcome that imposter syndrome and get your head up and do what you are supposed to do. Yes, that thing telling you that perhaps you don't deserve this, and you don't deserve to do this, you don't deserve to create content. Perhaps you're not even good enough to be on camera. You're not even good enough to sell this thing. You're not good enough to get this job. You're not good enough to have this skill or to learn this skill. Let's flush out that mentality and always tell ourselves that we're better than we think, okay? Again, we really feel self-doubt when we start asking ourselves if we really know what we're doing. Because we are making mistakes and we are feeling that we're not good enough, we start asking ourselves, do we really know what we're doing? It's like, can I even tell this number of people what to do if I don't know what I'm doing? If I am not the master of what I'm doing, then how can I tell other people what to do? If I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, then maybe I should just stop this whole thing and pack just let's go back to our comfort zone, because it can get really, really, really easy to move back to your comfort zone than to leave it, or to even take inches away from your comfort zone. But today we should just focus on building our self-confidence, Yeah, build your self-confidence, and don't even look at if you really know what you're doing. Just build your self-confidence, because that would help you to really know that the value you're giving cannot even be negotiated for. It's high value, and that you know what you're doing. And perhaps you even have a larger target audience, you have a larger customer volume that you actually think you have, okay? And it is totally fine if you make mistakes, because you learn from them. Yes, you can learn from them. You're not a master. That is why you're a human being. Most of the time it seems that when I'm done doing all of these things, I want to energize myself and tell myself no, that I deserve this, I know what I'm doing, and that building my self-confidence and surrounding myself with friends that help me build my confidence, or tell me how good I am and I know what I'm doing, family support, and just being positive, listening to positive people. It just gets sometimes, when you're lonely and everything just starts crumbling again. I just go to God, to be honest, because that has been the solution for months. Sometimes when I feel this way, or most of the time when I feel this way, I listen to gospel music and just really have a moment with God, and you know talk to him. And after a couple of minutes being with him, I just feel better. I feel energized to come back. I mean, I felt this way a few days ago, but I'm still here putting up content. I'm still here replying comments, and just hoping that I will keep on making that video until one of those videos strike. The only thing I can do is pray and hope, and always meet God whenever I feel like I'm on the end of the road and I feel like nothing is working, because he only sees where I can't see, and he only hears where I can't hear. So yeah, that is my video. I didn't get to introduce myself. My name is Maria-assumpta. I am a Nigerian-based YouTuber, and yes, you are welcome to my channel. Do not forget to share this video and subscribe if you want to hear me speak, entertain you, and just live my life, taking you all along the experiences. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.